Welcome to Defense News. From Rafale offsets, new fighter jet engine complex will be set up in India. The new engine complex is being set up as a national mission to develop 110 kN powered engine for the future class of advanced medium combat aircraft and could produce the engine within 7 years. Auditor General raised the question in a parliament on non-completion of high-end technology transfer as a part of the Rafale fighter jet offsets deal. New fighter jet engine complex spearheaded by DRDO is in the work, with an advanced discussions for a completely new engine for future Indian fighter with the French manufacturer. French engine manufacturer Safran has offered a complete technology transfer to develop the engine and use the offset credits from the Rafale deal. Is also tying up with HAL for transferring manufacturing technology of high-end engines. HAL chairman said, "We are signing an agreement related to the technology needed for the high-thrust engine manufacturing, also a low-thrust engine for helicopters, light transport aircraft, UAE and trainers also." Attempt to attack troops will met with fire, India warns China. On May 5th, 3 incidents took place, clash at Galwan and Pangyong and face-off at Nakula in Sikkim. At Pangyong, normal standoff took place at Finger 4 that usually has 30 to 40 soldiers for each time. However, in May, the PLA army moved in over 1000 extra troops behind the front line of 30 to 40 soldiers to Finger 4 to occupy the ridges. Both the armies were used to have face-off every day at Finger 4, where some soldiers would come face to face and then retreat. Then one day, PLA army came in large number and had a Galwan Valley clash. Pointing that scenario, this time India will fire if there is any attempt to overrun or mob troops. The army has given clear instruction to troops at forward post on the border that if they face hostile action like an attempt to overrun post or a mass attack by the PLA soldiers holding sticks, sharp metals or improvised weapons that can shoot them, such activities will be no longer be tolerated. They have got the message that primitive weapons can no longer be used. This has been conveyed to PLA army. While there has been multiple round of firing on the northern and southern banks of the Pangyong Lake few days back, these have been in the nature of warning shots with no reports of injuries. Galwan clash was unfortunate, but for the first time in decades, Chinese side lost soldiers in huge numbers. It was a clear signal to the PLA that India will go to any cost to protect its borders. Rajnath Singh signals that India is ready for any condition. Answering the parliament question, Rajnath Singh said that China's activities are being monitored continuously despite its assurance of not increasing the number of troops along the LAC border. China has assured in the 6th round of talks that it won't increase troops deployment. Indian Air Force combat aircraft are keeping close eye watch on LAC to meet every challenge. The sky of Ladakh continued to resonate throughout the night with the roar of the Rafale, Mirage 2000 and MiG-29. DRDO has developed the silencer system in the fighter Sukhoi 30 MKI, which was tested. Now Sukhoi can surprise the enemy by flying without any sound. Apart from this, the Indian Army has also increased its surveillance to the forward post. India has increased the vigilance not only to Ladakh but to Himachal, Uttarakhand and Arunachal Pradesh. PLA activities are monitored regularly in the Chinese region on the border in the Lahul and Spiti region of Himachal Pradesh. Hundreds of PLA soldiers have been seen at 2 locations with heavy weapons. Therefore, the Indian Armed Forces are also on alert and frequent ground and air patrols. Efforts are being made by both the countries to reduce the tensions on the border. In the meantime, if the Chinese army withdraws from the agreement, then India is ready for any battle condition. India conducts night testing of Prithvi's second nuclear-capable missile. which has a strike range of 350 km from the integrated test range at Chandipur, Odisha coast. Defense sources described the trial as a routine periodic exercise carried out by the Strategic Forces Command. The missile has achieved all targeting and technical parameters. Flight path was monitored by radars, telemetry stations, and a ship deployed near the designated splashdown in the Bay of Bengal. The liquid-fueled Prithvi, which was first nuclear-capable missile to be inducted into tri-service in 2003, can carry 500 to 1000 kg payloads. Agni 4, the country's first intercontinental ballistic missile with the strike range of 5000 kilometers. Friends, I hope that you had liked the today's defense news. Meet you in the next video.